I know I'm late. And you know what? I'm not gonna apologize for this one either. I'm not apologizing. Let me I think it's possible that my chat bot already broke on YouTube. On the YouTube end, at least. But I got it pulled up. We've got it ready to go. What's up, guys? We missed yesterday because I was on a hike. Some people got stranded. Their car wasn't starting. Get this. V8 diesel engine has 2 batteries. Okay, one of them just basically exploded. Battery was just fume and smoke everywhere. Okay, so right, me and my buddy were just on a hike, and both of us stopped to help. We didn't really have much to help with. We were hiking. We didn't have like anything on us. Our car was down down the trail, but we're like, you know, we can be like moral support or something. We can like try and look at it. I don't know enough about cars to like really help, but they had like a 4-cylinder car wired up to this V8 diesel engine battery, and it wasn't enough to jump start it. So we're just hanging out, trying to like look at everything. I'm like, okay, what can we do here? What do we got? They said they'd been trying to flag someone down with a bigger car for like an hour, and they couldn't do it. So we wait, me and my buddy, and the both of us were like, hey, we saw a car coming up, flagged them down. They popped out. It was a bigger engine. I think the car that stopped had like a V6 or something. And so with the V6 and the V4, both wired the batteries to the starter battery on the V8 diesel. We were able to get it started. So we got them home. Made sure that everything was good before we left. So that was yesterday. That's the reason yesterday didn't even happen. You might ask, why are we starting so late tonight? It's not because I'm trying to do this late, because this is a little late for me. I'm not going to answer that. I'm just kidding. I will if someone asks, if someone really wants to know. But for the time being, I'm going to keep that one to myself. We're going to play some Rocket League. Fun tip for the future: if a smaller car rev bombs right as the bigger car tries to start, it will sometimes get enough current. That's good to know. That's actually super good to know, because I did not know that. We're gonna hit the training like usual. You have some explaining to do, mister. Why you late? Joe, you're the first one to ask. First off, I'm not apologizing for this one. I'm not gonna apologize. How do I say this? Hello, Alion, Roblox, welcome to the chat, dude. How long you been playing Rocket League? Why am I so late tonight? Well, let's talk about it. I'm new to the channel. Yeah, I don't recognize your username. Where did you find the channel? I'm curious. Where did you see it? I want to know. So there's this crazy little thing, guys. I have personally not gone on a date for a very long time. No, Joe, everything family friendly. Even off stream, I'm family friendly. We're family friendly. So your stream got recommended by YouTube? Bro, that's sick. I was with a girl. First date. It's the first date I've had in months. Just because I've had some emotional experiences as of late. The last 2 girls I tried to date, it kind of, you know, there's damage, right? That happens. Okay. I already had 7 boyfriends, but I am single now. Yeah, no, it's dating is crazy. Especially in today's world, there's so much crap. There is so much crap. Joe, as long as you're attempting to be family friendly in chat, then you're welcome, right? I try and be family friendly as much as possible, but sometimes a joke gets made. Jokes are funny, right? Sometimes I say things, I don't even realize I'm saying things, and it's hilarious. Okay, so give it a shot and try. But I'm not gonna punish you if something slips out or if something's funny. So first date with the girl in months, super cute girl. I'll admit, the post, dude, I was freaking out about it all day. Okay, and the way that makes the most sense to me, right, for a first date, I should change to game view. I've been training for a minute. That's wild. The way that I picture like the best kinds of first dates pics. I will not be posting pics. I don't want any. I don't mind sharing a lot of my life on stream, right? There are so many things I'm happy to share. Is your ex gonna watch this? No, they're not. My exes don't know that this exists. Respects. It was a test. Not gonna lie. Yeah, no. I'm happy to share a lot of my life on stream, but there are certain things that I'll talk about. Happy to talk about anything in my life with the stream, right? But there are certain things that you guys will not get to see or get to know. That's just how it goes. You passed, Joe. I appreciate it. I'm glad. So the way I imagine the perfect first date, right? If you're playing Rocket League, right? Chances are. Okay, hang on. I've got to do this properly. Hold on. If you're playing Rocket League right now at this time of night, chances are you probably don't have a girlfriend. And if you do, you need help. Killer Wolf, welcome to chat. So this is ideally, if you plan it too much, it's going to fail. Ideally, the first date goes something like this. I know the term, there's lots of different terms for this kind of style, but the one that kind of like just I hear the most is a micro date, right? So let me explain. I'm going to explain while I'm playing Rocket League. So I'm going to pull that back up. What did I run into? Killer Wolf. The reason I'm so late is because I was on a date and I haven't been on one in several months. So smash and dash? No, no, that's opposite. So the idea of a micro date is to do something really small, something super non-committal, not friendly. It was a funny joke. I'll let it slide. So something as simple as let's go get ice cream. Okay, that's it. Okay, it's okay if you like in your head go, all right, we could go on a hike afterwards, right? We could walk around downtown. We could, you can in your head like come up with a couple ideas, but the only planned thing, something super small. Glad you're doing well. Hope you're doing. Novi, you got to dip out, dude. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Terrible idea. Not gonna lie. Most people are lactose intolerant. This is a scary idea if you never know. Okay. Yes. Ice cream is scary. So Joe, you're absolutely right. Okay. If you're super worried about it, right? You're more. I don't think it's that bad to ask the girl if she can have ice cream, if she likes ice cream. Okay. That's why you ask. You are absolutely allowed to ask. Lion, can I rate you 1 to 10? My dances? Not probably. I mean, like not on stream. You can ask. I forgot about that. Yeah, the idea behind a date is you definitely like can talk to them before the date actually happens, right? So, and ice cream is a very specific, right? I did ice cream tonight, right? But it doesn't have to be ice cream. Sorry, women are scary. That's exactly why we're talking about this right now, because women are scary. But if you do it correctly, it doesn't have to be. Just be yourself. She don't like you. Okay. And so right, here's the idea. You plan, for example, a micro date. You get ice cream. You get tacos. I don't know. You just get something small, right? Go on a walk through a park. Who knows? I just broke up with my girlfriend. Not going to lie, dude, that can be hard. Depending on the situation, that can be hard. Sometimes that's good for you, right? Depending on the situation. The first micro date, all right, small, super non-committal, 30 minutes to an hour tops. Okay. Personally, I think, you know, something could, like an hour is almost even pushing it, right? Ice cream is like a 30-minute thing, right? Something super small. And what the idea is, right? When you're asking her on the date, right? You go, do you want to go get ice cream at, like, you know, noon? We'll just get ice cream for 30 minutes. This is the kicker. This is what you do. You say, I have a couple things that I still need to do, but I'd love to spend just a little bit of time, right? And have a quick little date. We were talking about the economy while breaking up. That's like super chill. I don't know how you pulled that off, but congrats. Right. So you say super chill, right? Let's go get ice cream. I have a couple things afterwards that right. I can't stay forever, right? But I can spend a little bit of time with you. Right. Get her to say, you know, she says yes to that. Okay. You go on the date. By the end of the 30 minutes, you should know within 30 minutes, you should know how things are going, right? Who paid the ice cream? Ice cream, if you go to the right place, isn't that expensive. I spent $6, $5 on the ice cream for the two of us tonight. Yes, super good ice cream, right? You don't need a ton, right? Again, 30 minutes, okay? And like, I genuinely do like the stream, right? I have the stream. I have electronic repairs, right? I actually do have things that need to get done, right? And so Rocket League coaching, no. Life coaching, yes. Yeah, no, that's just what we're here for, dude. So I invited her, committed her to just 30 minutes. By the end of the 30 minutes, right, we had a nice conversation. We were talking, getting to know each other. Found some commonalities, found some things that we related on, and talked a lot about that. At the end of the 30 minutes, dating boys is different. This is definitely advice for guys. This is absolutely 100%. I am not a girl. I will not be able to give you advice on how to go on dates as a girl, unfortunately. I can give you advice on like the guy's side of it. Dating boys ain't my style. Yeah, personally, it's not mine either. By the end of the 30 minutes, right, it's like, it's really, really easy, right? We go, okay, right, we're having our conversation. You find a pause, right, in the conversation. Don't force it, right? But there's naturally going to be a pause, right? We're just going to start. Bro's talking. Bro from the guy's side, it's so weird and complicated. It can be. It absolutely can be. I think it personally depends on the girl you're going after. Okay, the girl can make literally the girl makes or breaks the whole situation. Okay, end of the 30 minutes, and I'll use tonight as tonight was a perfect date. Tonight was a perfect example. That's why it's so late, is because tonight went so well. It was such a good date. I had so much fun. Completely wholesome as well. So, end of the first 30 minutes with the ice cream. Right. Okay. Right. And then there's the questions like, okay, do you want me to go drop you off, or do you want to keep hanging out for a little bit? And if I straight up asked her that question, right? And things are going really well. When are we gonna get little clouds? Oh boy. long time. So, right. So yeah, it's going well. I ask her that question, right? Do you want to go on a little walk, or do you want to go home? Like, right, I can do either or. No pressure either way. She was like, no, I'm liking this. Let's go on a walk. Like, perfect. So, we go on a walk. That's another about 30 minutes. It was about a 30-minute walk. And we get back to my car, right? I picked her up from her house. First off, we didn't really talk about the start. First off, depending on how well you want it to go, like you can project things, right? If you want the date to go super good, there are just a couple things right at the beginning that just started off crazy. Okay. Flowers. Guys getting flowers for the girl on the very first date needs to come back more. Picking up a stranger. Yeah, it's true. You are picking up a stranger. However, you know, you don't necessarily have to pick her up, right? I was comfortable picking her up, right? We had talked enough over the phone, just texting, that I was comfortable doing that. But you guys, you can still do the same thing, meeting up, right? You can meet at the ice cream spot. If you want, right, just, I think it's extra bonus points if you're willing to go pick them up. It's a couple extra bonus points. Flowers, nothing expensive. I spent $10 on flowers. Okay. And like, obviously, like, right, get rid of the wrapping and everything, right? They don't need to know how much it costs. They don't need to know how much you spent on it. All they're going to care about is that there's flowers and it looks pretty, right? It's nice. So, and part of going to pick her up with the flowers is I'm able to go knock on the door, having the flowers in my hand so she can take the flowers, she can go put them away, so that it's not like an awkward, I'm carrying flowers with me the whole date. Right, so did that, right? Huge bonus points, right? Instantly got a hug right off the bat because of the flowers, okay? Huge bonus points. Flowers on first date. So picked her up, then took her to the ice cream. If you are picking up the date, clean your car. Clean the car. It doesn't have to be spotless, but get rid of trash. Get a scenty thing. Personally, I think the trees, right? If you like the trees, go for the trees, right? But I have like the little tiny squares you like clip on the air vent, and then the air vent blows it, right? Get the car smelling nice and get it to look clean. Nothing, you're not planning to do anything, right? Completely wholesome, but the visual of a girl getting into a guy's car that's well kept and smells nice. Nah, she should see the unfiltered life that Krusty's seen. No. You want it to go well, right? This is if you want the date to go well. Clean the car. Get rid of trash, right? Again, it doesn't have to be crazy, right? You don't have to like dust everything, but like get rid of the trash, right? Make it not a gross experience for the girl to sit in your car, right? So instantly within the first, 30 seconds, picking her up, dropped off flowers, she sees my car is super clean, okay? Which normally it is. I did have like a water bottle or two I had to pick up. But so instantly, like, the date's starting off well, right? There's good thoughts, good things. Who wants dates to go well? Hopefully everyone. So that starts it off. Then you do the ice cream thing. Then you ask the question, right? Do you want to keep hanging out? Do you want to go home? Okay. And so today, right, we got through the ice cream, went on the walk, got back to my car, and I asked the question one more time. I was like, okay, at this point, we're at my car, right? This is like how we kind of started the day. So it's like, okay, this is not a bad place to end the day. It went well, right? Good things. There's still time in the day for her to go do things. I can go finish my things, right? And this is kind of where the guy, right, gets to decide, is it going well enough that I want to keep spending time with her? Do I want this to keep going? Or do I want to, get my things done, right? It depends on how important everything is, right? Depends on the guy's decision, right? To ask the question. Do you want to keep hanging out or do you want to go home? Okay. And at this point, I do have something specific in mind. I did have a specific hike that I was excited to go on. Agent, dude, what's up? What's up? Sorry I'm late. I had a date that went really well. We're talking about it. So guess what? I'm here now. Joe is on Twitch. That's wild. How doing? We're doing so good. We are doing so good. So I did have a specific hike in mind. I had, if you guys know what geocaching is, actually low-key really fun date. Geocaching, there's an app for it. Basically, it's like actual real-life treasure hunting. Depending on where you live, there's going to be more than others, but people legitimately hide treasure and like containers with stuff all over the place. And then it gets logged on the geocaching app. Super fun date idea, right? Just random, like, explore just random things. I haven't had a date in months, so yeah, I'm geeked that this one went well, and it went super well. Okay, it was gas. So went on the hike. Hike was super solid. Okay, if you guys want the juicy bits, this is as juicy as it gets. Okay, girl walking next to me on the stony trail slips, right? She slips, she falls. I caught her arm, and then she held hands on the way down. Okay, I'm freaking out in my head. Okay, super cute girl. I forgot about geocaching. Dude, I'm so glad. Not a whole lot of people know about it, but it's actually like such a good date idea. Right, so we took a hike and we found some caches. It was a blast. Right, on the way down, she slips. I caught her arm. Gas. I wasn't even thinking about it, right? It was more instinctive than anything, but it worked out really well in my favor. Right, hold hands on the way, all the way down the mountain. Things are going well. Depending on what music taste is, you guys can hate me if you want. I love country. Okay, I love lots of different music, but I love country, and especially old country. Found out she also likes country, and she's not just saying it, and she doesn't just listen to it, but she like knows it well enough. She pulled the "I fell for you." Dude, that's actually hilarious. She totally did. So playing, like, got my country playlist put together. Country, Take Me Home to a Place Where I Belong was, dude, that's gas. And that song's on my playlist. Okay, so she's singing along, right? So nice little sing along in the car. After the hike, right, it had been at that point 2 or 3 hours. I'm not trying to push my luck. I'm not trying to freak her out. Things are going well, but I want to end them when things are going well and not end on a bad note, right? So I like country music, but not the super hyper paced songs. Drop the playlist. I need some new stuff. I might post the playlist. So sing along to country songs on the way back to her place, right? Dropping her back off. Also, by the way, in between everything, opening her door every opportunity I get, every opportunity. Okay, depending on the girl, depending on like what their views on are, that can go in your favor. Sometimes they hate it. I've met a couple girls that hate it, so do it. I think it's the respectable thing to do. I just realized you have mods on Twitch. I do. Also, is YouTube lagging? It looks like it might be. Oh, frick! Guys, if YouTube's lagging, just let me know. I still haven't been able to fix my internet. I can see that there's an error. It works as long as you're not in California. The door opening. Oh yeah, dude, it's kind of wild. Guys, if you're on YouTube and you can't handle and like it's lagging a whole ton for you, I'm live on Twitch and it's not lagging. I still haven't figured out why YouTube's doing that. I'm probably tomorrow. What I may do is I may spend tomorrow just figuring out why it's doing that. So I may not stream tomorrow just to figure out. Yeah, that's why I'm here now. Yeah, Joe, YouTube, it's weird. 3 days ago, I didn't change any settings. 3 days ago, YouTube was streaming perfect. 2 days ago, started having all these issues. I didn't change any settings. We've been through my settings on stream. It's wild. It's wild. So yeah, and Twitch, the Twitch chat actually comes through on stream. YouTube comes through for a little bit, but then it breaks. Right, so depending on the girl, right, opening the door is huge W move, and sometimes it's not. So that one you do have to kind of gauge. Right, girl I went on a date with absolutely loved it. Actually, she expressed that no one's ever done that for her, so it was even like a bigger win for me. I'm hearing everything right. You were risen up. I was trying, dude. I wanted this date to go really well, right? I thought she was super cute, and there was, right, like we talked just a little bit before we went on the date. There was a couple things that we already related on that I was like, okay, right, I wouldn't mind. Was this tonight? This was tonight. That's why I'm streaming so late. So drive her back to her apartment, right, jamming out to country music. Okay, and then the polite thing to do is to walk her back to her door, right? Again, it depends on the girl, depends on how well the date is going. Because if you're walking the girl back to the door, there's not like, I already asked when we get in little clouds. He said it'll be a while. Oh, you're hilarious for that. Let me pin this to, hang on, pin message on YouTube. Just anyone on YouTube. Again, if it's lagging for you, hop it over to Twitch. I haven't figured out why YouTube's lagging all of a sudden. So she asked me if I wanted to walk her to the door. She asked me. That's how well it was going. That's how well it was going. I was like, Heck yeah, we'll walk you to the door. Right? Walk you to the door. Right? Got a nice good hug. Good night hug. Bro. So in my head before this date, okay, in my head, I was saying, okay, if things go well, awesome. But I need to take things slow. Okay. Last couple of relationships have been tough on your boy. And it's like, I'll take it slow, right? I'm not trying to jump right into anything. During the hug, she totally gave me a little kiss. What? She did. Romance maturity has peaked for you. Relationships are overrated because of that. She gave me the softest little kiss. It was so... My cloud got kissed. Dude. I cannot tell you how crazy. Like, holy cow. Was I expecting that? No. Not in a million years. Not in a million years. First date, you're cheating on us? Bruh. Yeah, so bro's heart started fluttering, I guarantee. Oh, 100%. I'm not even gonna deny it, okay? I lost all form of thought. Bro was awkward after that. Okay, look, I'm not... No, okay. I kissed back, okay? We're not dumb. We're not idiots, okay? But like, got a little goodnight kiss. Holy cow. Bro. It's not my first time kissing someone, but making out? No, not making out. Not making out. It genuinely was just like a quick, like, 2 seconds. It, like, for... I'm sure everyone, right, has had... Right, everyone knows what a high school relationship looks like, right? And, like, the constant just making out everything. It's not anything like the high school relationship, okay? Both... She's super mature about it. Super mature about it. And I really... I admire that about people, you know? Being able to be mature about things like that is huge. Joe, you're totally fine. So, again, I will not apologize for being late tonight. If that's the case, I will still stream. I'm not going to get a super long stream in tonight. Right, I'm not going to go my usual time because it is a little late. Can't wait till y'all running twos on here. I don't think she plays... I didn't ask about it. I'll be honest. Video games, I've noticed later streams work for me better. Is the Twitch chat... Is Twitch stream freezing? No one's said anything about the Twitch stream freezing before. Don't mention video games on the first date? Yeah. Video games, I've noticed, can and has been a turnoff. Right? For a lot of girls. And I understand and I respect it. I actually completely understand why. But there's also the part where it's like, you know, streaming, playing games with the boys, but also playing games for the stream and like hanging out. This is, you know, it's not just a hobby. Like, it's something I do. Twitch is chilling for Joe. So it might just be your internet, T-Dog. I hope not, though. Maybe I have a hobby. See, the challenging thing is video games have unfortunately become an addiction to a lot of people. The fear that women have of video games is valid because of the people that have given video games a bad rap. There's no doubting that. Okay. And I don't think there should be any shame for a girl being hesitant about a guy that's playing video games. Okay. Because we all know somebody, or have heard of somebody. Joe, thank you so much for the follow. You're crazy for that. I appreciate it. we all know of or have heard of somebody that video games becomes their whole life. They can't hold a job, they lose a job because they're playing video games 24/7, right? So it's challenging for women who, right, if they're gonna date somebody. I forgot I hadn't over here yet. Dude, you're totally fine. Totally fine. I appreciate it. For a woman who's looking for a guy that can support her, right? It's generally speaking, it is the male role, right, to support and provide. And so for a woman, right, who expects that, when she sees a guy who plays hours and hours of video games, right, hours and hours of a hobby, I think that's the thing. Video games get a bad rap because it's very common, but any hobby that overtakes responsibility is going to be a turnoff. Video games just happen to be a very common one, and so that's, you know, it raises an eyebrow when a girl sees that. And personally, like, me too, right, Zach? I personally, Monkey, dude, thank you for being here. Monkey, again, YouTube is lagging a little bit, so if you don't want to have to deal with the lag, I'm still on Twitch, and the Twitch stream is working just fine. People who play video games 24/7, even like I stream, right? I play video games. I meet people who play video games a ridiculous amount, and it's odd to be around. Like, it's genuinely like being around someone who has an addiction, and it's clear that they can't physically think of anything else. Everything they see, everything they do relates back to the game that they play somehow, right? That's addicted. You are addicted at that point. I only have an addiction towards music. I think lots of people have technically an addiction towards music, but music doesn't halt productivity, and it's not a harm to you, right? My addiction is doom scrolling. Doom scrolling is that, dude, we could talk about doom scrolling. Yeah, an addiction to music, that's the thing. I think there's lots of people that are actually addicted to music, but it's not harmful and it doesn't prevent you from being productive. So there's no bad rap there, right? I either have a music or a stream open while I'm working. Yeah, that totally makes sense. The things become a problem when they are harmful or when they halt productivity and responsibility. That's when there are issues. So, like, if you want to get technical, any drug addict, that's why drugs always have a bad rap, because drugs always, if nothing else, slow productivity. Don't even drink soda. Yeah, soda addictions, right? Soda addictions in and of themselves, right? They're not doing anything crazy, right? The only thing is soda is kind of expensive, right? But the fact that you rely on a substance, right? Because people who get addicted to caffeine and stuff, right? People who, for example, have to drink a cup of coffee every morning, right? To wake up, that is an addiction. And when it comes down to it, technically, quote unquote, harmful if it's preventing you from being productive in the mornings until you have it, right? That in and of itself is a halt of production and responsibility. It's controlling that aspect of your life, right? Monkey, I don't know if you are still on YouTube or if you popped over to Twitch, but I hope you're still here. Water, juice, and milk, solid options. Personally, apple juice is gas. I think apple juice is so good. Caffeine and alcohol are the most normalized drugs. I agree. Personally, like, I drink caffeine every now and then, but it's right. I drink soda every now and then. I choose physically to try and avoid it where I can, mostly because the not necessarily like the caffeine, but the sugar intake. Like, I'm trying to, you know, watch my health, and soda is so much sugar. It puts on so much weight so quick. I'm from Florida, so biased to orange juice. No, dude, that's valid. Florida orange juice, gas. gas stuff. Oh, that one was my game. My game did lag on that. Okay. Orange juice with pulp or none? Personally, I like... Okay. I don't like a ton of pulp. I don't mind a little bit. I don't mind a little bit of pulp. In fact, I think I almost prefer a little bit. I think no pulp is just a little strange. Just the way it is. Joe, respectfully, we'll hunt you down and find you if you drink no pulp. I like pulp, but when it comes to the Hawaii orange juice, I'll drink no pulp. There is, what was it? I think I had a cousin who took a fresh pineapple and made pineapple juice. Milk creates its own pulp after a while. I think that's called cream. The cream off the top of milk, and it's actually really tasty. I can't believe I keep missing the double tap. Hawaii orange juice ain't real orange juice. Yeah. So I had mango juice straight from a mango that a cousin put together. Mango pulp. Actually, I didn't like that one. And I don't know if it's just the way he made it, but the mango pulp was super stringy, and that I didn't like at all. Bro's talking about kerneled milk. It's tasty. No, dude, if it's sour, okay, sour milk itself is gross. Okay, but like you literally just take milk, and that's how they make like cream and butter is from milk that sits there. Okay. We all eat buttered toast, right? We all like garlic bread. That requires butter, okay? That requires that stuff from the milk. Hawaii orange juice ain't... It's kind of like... Oh, Joe lives on a farm? Classic, dude. Yeah, he knows what's up, dude. My mom grew up on a farm. It's not... No, spoiled milk is different. That's what I'm trying to say. I don't know what T-Dog was talking about. Like, there's... What I understood... Let me clarify. What I understood from his first comment, right? The milk cartons that you get at Walmart, sometimes they have a layer of cream on top. Right? Because they've been... Because that's how it works. He was making a joke. Yeah. No, I understand that now. I realize I took that a little too literally. I do that every now and then. I take things literally when I shouldn't. Sometimes it's hard to read that over chat. Spoiled milk. Yeah, guys, I'm not promoting spoiled milk, okay? I'm not... No. Spoiled milk is spoiled and gross. And you should not drink that. It'll probably make you sick. If there is just a soft little layer of cream on top of the milk, it can be tasty. And that stuff won't kill you. But if the milk is spoiled, it will. So... You'll have diarrhea for days. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, if I'm not into that, but maybe some people are. I don't know. Okay, guys, let's play a little bit of Rocket League. I haven't done crazy. I haven't warmed up a ton, but we're gonna go crazy. We're gonna go comp ones. If anyone wants to play some Rocket League, just let me know. Probably won't do a ton of playing with viewers. I'll get like 1 or 2 maybe if you guys want it, but if not, it depends. Usually won't kill you. You never actually know. All true and valid points. Oh, that was like so close. Still working on my flip resets. I've also been super distracted. As you guys can tell. Quite a distracting night for me. Oh, I love getting teamed up with the GC. The odds of dying from milk are low, but never zero. True that. True that. If I had actually hurried back, I would have been able to save that. Bro's very geeked. Dude, like, look, I probably shouldn't be, because I was hyped, right? The last 2 relationships I was in, they were good relationships, right? But just they ended poorly. I need to complain about my relationships more when I'm playing Rocket League, because then I pull off stuff like this. Did you guys see that shot? Weirdly nasty. We slowed it down right at the goal line so that the speed at which he was going for it, it threw his defense off. Guys, that's the hack. That's how you do it. I'm just letting that one go in, apparently. You complain about past relationships, and the Rocket League gods, they accept the sacrifice. Just trying to keep control of that. Trying not to get cooked here. Nice. Oh! Where is he? Where is he? Where is he? I guess he's not coming for it. Oh, man. Any country songs that you'll recommend? I'll tell you what. I'll pull up my list right now. I'm probably not going to... I mean... I haven't, like, shared a list with a large group of people before. But I'll pull it up. Unless you guys know. I'm kind of interested... Like, I have a weird phenomenon with me. I don't know artists very well at all. Like, realistically, if you asked me what are some good artists, I wouldn't be able to list off artists or song names. Like, the song name and the artist kind of go away from me. But if I listen to it, instantly know what it is. Instantly, all the words come back to me. Okay. Joe, you got flagged for spamming. That's hilarious. The Zach Brown Band is a good one. Chicken Fried is one of my favorites from them. It's one of the top on my list. Let me grab this. I just gave him an empty net. Quedeca. I don't know if Quedeca counts as country, but Quedeca's got some really good songs. I can remember the lyrics, but not the name. I'm the exact same way. So Chicken Fried, Zach Brown Band. Love that one. Everyone knows Wagon Wheel by Darius Rucker. And it also depends if you're going, like, there's semi-old country, and then there's, like, classic country, right? So, for example, the ones I gave you, right? Country Roads, I'd say that's more like, quote unquote, old country, right? That's really good stuff. Oh, I have to pause that. Oh no, I clicked it. I can't play that song. I'll get demonetized. I'll get copyright. Frick. Guys, don't mind the music issue for just a second. I pulled up I'm listening to music on Spotify, and I definitely just clicked on something I wasn't supposed to. Spotify, it's right there. And then Chill Hop. Are you monetized anyway? I'm not monetized yet, but I definitely don't need copyright strikes. That one would not help. Sweet Home Alabama. Again, I'm personally, I don't know where like the actual classification goes, but for me personally, that's like old country, right? It's good stuff. Everyone kind of knows it. Sorry, let me lock in real quick. No way he snagged the boost twice, dude. Oh, and I just gave him a free. No. Oh, we got in the way. I'm gonna have to get in the way again. It's rolling up. We're good. We're good. We're good. That was really weird. Didn't quite work out though. Bumped him. Oh no, he bumped me. Yo. I think you can play it. It's all you'll ever need. No, I definitely would get a copyright strike because I'm streaming it to YouTube and YouTube would pick that up. A bar song Tipsy is overplayed, but it's, yeah, I know that one. Okay, don't really. So Knee Deep, again, Zach Brown Band is classic. 16 by Thomas Rhett, I love that one. Colder Weather by Vanderbilt Melodorus. If you were only streaming on Twitch, then you'll be fine. Even on Twitch, I think Twitch would mute the stream. If I wanted to do it, I'd have to separate the audio tracks. It's possible, right? I can separate the Twitch audio so that the music that's getting played doesn't go to the VOD, which is how people do it. I don't currently have that set up. So any music you hear is going to be on the VOD, and I need to be careful with what I play. Something, take a double shot of whiskey. Yeah. Okay. Classic country. Here's a couple classic country songs for you. Chris Ledoux. I don't know how you pronounce it. It's a really weird last name. This Cowboy's Hat. I love that stuff. It's like the country, it's the storytelling country, right? So it's literally a song that's telling a whole story, right? And it's designed to be that way. It's like, it's straight up cowboy songs is what it is. Love that stuff. This Cowboy's Hat's a really good one too. $5 Fine's also a really good one. Again, along those same lines. Tim McGraw, Live Like You Were Dying. That one's pretty good. Barefoot Blue Jean Night by Jake Owen. I love that one. Guys, I gotta lock in. I'm throwing here. Hang on. If you guys are currently giving those a listen, you should let me know what you think. Lock in. Voidsy, dude, you're right. I'm locking in. I'm locking in. Also, by the way, you're on the YouTube stream. Something's going on with my YouTube stream. It lags quite a bit. If you don't want the lag, I'm streaming on Twitch. Twitch doesn't have any issues. Twitch is streaming just fine. So, I know I don't have to boost there, but it felt like I could. Like it would change the outcome. Stopped like a dime. Got control. Oh, he demoed me. Amen by Shabuzi is good. I don't know if see, that's the thing. I don't know the artist name and I don't know the song name, but I've probably heard it. I wasn't supposed to go that far. Oh, I totally just lost this game because we were talking about country for too long. Yeah. I'm sorry, guys. I apologize. It was a lot of fun talking about country, though. Last Night by Morgan Wallace is decent. Okay, okay, this one is more modern, but I think it's hilarious. It's called Ain't No by Thomas Mack. That one's actually super, super funny. And it ties really well with all the dating advice that we just talked about. Voidsy, how long you been playing Rocket League, dude? What's your rank? I want to know. I want to know. I've added all these songs to a playlist. Dude, that's sweet. I'll give him a listen some other time. Okay. If you wanted to listen to one right now, I think Ain't No by Thomas Mack is probably the funniest one. Oh. Was that like an... That wasn't like an actual speed kickoff though, was it? He's interviewing you now. I normally do like to ask how long people have been playing and what rank they are when they pop in for the first time. I can't promise I'm going to remember that it's your first time, but if I recognize that, you know, if it's the username I don't recognize, then I'll ask the questions. Dude, I don't know what is... His kickoffs are weird. You did that for me too? Yeah. No, because it's a... I want to know where my audience is at, you know? I've got... And it's interesting to see, there's such a huge... There's such a huge variety, right? It's not like people who join my stream are all below diamond, right? Or like there's, you know, I've had lots of GC3s, low SSLs pop in, right? We've had people who've been playing the game for a week hop in. Hi, my name is Leonard Stalker. Welcome to chat, dude. How long you played Rocket League? What's your rank? We were just talking about this. Those are just the questions that I ask new people. I'm also curious to know, where did everybody find out about the stream? Find out... Holy cow, did you guys see how long it took me to get that boost? That felt like it took forever. He's interviewing you. Silver and gold? Oh, you're like, are you like just right in that zone? Dude, that's dope. How long you been playing? Just trying to keep control on this. Got a good 50. He's up for it. He hits it. We're gonna run it up the wall. Okay. That was perfect. We got him to run across the net, and it opened up a section of the net that was behind him. Ain't No. Yes, you spelled that correctly. By Thomas Mack. M-A-C. It's a country song about trying to ask girls on a date. It's really funny. I think he did a pretty good job with it. Okay, he's got one more touch on that. I just gave it a listen. Yeah, dude, the lyrics are crazy. Lyrics are insane on that one. Dude's definitely bumping heat. Joe, why would I take that the wrong way? Why would I take that the wrong way? People do that all the time. I'm actually shocked that you found me that way. Me calling you a small creator? That's the truth though. Like that's what I am right now, you know? It is what it is. I am a small creator. No one's kidding themselves. I do greatly appreciate that sub though. Like genuinely, you're such a homie for that. Got some people offended over that for some reason. So like if people are getting offended over you calling them small creators, like let's just be honest. Insecure. That's, I think realistically that is the only reason that you would have something to say about that. You forgot how many subs I gave you. That I did forget. I know there's been a couple people that have given me multiple subs, and realistically keeping all of the different names apart from each other, not happening in my brain. So that one you guys have to understand. I can't remember every single username, but I appreciate every single one of you being here. Like seriously. Joe, was Joe the original account that you found it on? Or was Joe one of the other accounts? I don't remember that. Joe, bro. Now I'm getting crap. That's wild. Again, the original account was Thumbs or Vanilla Penguin. See? That is the account. See, like, so in my head, Joe, like I know it's you, but it's that's just part of it. Leonard, you've been playing the game for 4 years? Dude, that's awesome. Oh, dude, thank you so much for the follow. You're cracked. Leonard's a homie for that. So that's the account. It was Paddle Thumbs. That's the account I first stopped on. So yeah, see, you forgot. So you can't give me crap for nothing. I'm just kidding. What's my rank in Rocket League? I can I'll pull it up and I'll show you. But in Diamond 1s, I had the reset. It was a competitive 1s match and I had the reset. Dude, that's wild. Oh, that's just unfortunate too. I'm Diamond 1s. I'm also Diamond 1 currently in 1s. Champ 2 in 2s. And I think I'm Diamond 3 in 3s. I just haven't queued 3s a whole lot. I messed it up too. I know I wasn't on net. That was the unfortunate part. I was hoping that... Dang, that was a nice shot. I was hoping that with the reset, I'd be able to push it over. But he just gave me the great pass. He didn't mean to. I mess it up too. We all do. It's a challenge all of us are trying to overcome. Oh, he got me. He deserves that one. 6-3. Yeah, it's wild. How can I win on every game in 1v1? So that's a really good question, and to be completely honest, the answer is you're not going to win every single one. However, there are certain things that you can do in 1s that will increase your chances. So I think rule number 1 of 1s is you have to realize why can't not even Zen wins every single game. Dang, that's crazy. Faked bros on a highlight reel now. So 1s, rule number 1, don't break rule number 1. Exactly. If we're going specifically with DDoS, oh, I should DDoS. Oh, you're right. Oh, okay, hold on. Let me lock in, and then we'll talk about 1 strategy. Oh my word, that actually was the craziest. Did you guys see that? He bumped my car, and it was like so stuck. That's crazy. That's crazy, dude. Bumps and demos are the #1 strat in 1s. Exhibit A. I didn't hit it, but he saw me going for it, and that messed him up. Do you see that? So I double jump here. The ball's going to go in the net, and I went for the bump. I mean, it works. No, in 1s, legitimately, like, if you want to win games, that is the strategy. Blemish, dude, thank you so much for being here. Glad to see it, dude. Recently versed a hacker. That part is the sucky part. That DDoSers in 1s are going to be like almost impossible to beat unless you're just really good and you know how to play. All right, let's go talk about 1 strategy just super quick. I hate 1s. A lot of people do. Here's the thing though, it genuinely, if you want to get better at Rocket League, period, right? If you want to find something that will train you and get you better in all aspects of Rocket League, 1s is the move. 1s is 100% the move to do that. Did I get any? There was RLCS this weekend. I don't think I... No, that's not what I want. Frick! 1s is so good. Yeah, dude, 1s is the best thing to do. So let's go to a free play super quick. So if you're going for bump plays, Do you want to be my friend on Rocket League? Dude, I'm friends with everyone on Rocket League. I'm so happy. All you have to do is send me an invite. Epic Games is right there. Cloaky Cloud. Your face cam is fire. Dude, I appreciate it. The face cam is one of the things I've tried to put the most work in. I've put the most work in my face cam. Studio lighting, right? I've like thought about everything in the background. I'm actually probably going to add one more row of foam squares at the bottom here because it feels like that there's just an awkward gap there. Legit a pro setup. Dude, thank you so much. I really appreciate that. That feels good to hear. The difference from your older streams is guys, if you go back on my YouTube, I don't know, maybe there's still some on Twitch. I don't remember how long Twitch holds on to them. But on YouTube, if you go back to some of my earlier streams, I was in my parents' basement and the webcam there, face cam there was as good as I could do at the moment. But I'm super happy with this. Hear me out. Find a way to make the blinds look different. So high key, I'm actually getting ready. The next purchase is to get blackout curtains. So that's actually just going to be all black. So yeah, that part is going to change because I normally stream a little bit earlier in the day and I actually have sunlight coming through there. And so I do want to, right, this environment here, I want full control of the lighting. So I'm going to get blackout curtains so that I can keep the level of lighting that I want. That'll also help with sound treating too. It absolutely would. Blackout blinds would be the vibe. So here's, do I just get solid black? I feel like with the foam, like, and you guys don't see it, right? But this checkered foam square pattern actually goes up above the window and it's also in front of me, right? So that's kind of like wrapping like this half of the room. I do photography as a profession. Dude, I love photography. I don't know if I'm good enough to make it a profession, but it's definitely a hobby. It is a huge hobby of mine. So, right, there's been lots of studying and research into like all the equipment that like good equipment for low price, because I'm not a crazy streamer. I'm not trying to blow thousands of dollars, but I want it to look nice. You know, I want to have a little fun. So you do wildlife. Wildlife is crazy. Dude, I couldn't imagine. I'm just gonna play casual just because I'm talking with you guys. I'm gonna keep talking with you guys. Want to keep talking with you guys. But that means I'm also not super locked in. So you should check me out. Joe, high key. I don't know if you're on the Discord yet or not, but if you wanted to post some of your photos, do I have? Dude, you could totally, yeah, you could totally just post some of your photos in general. I might make one more channel, right? Because we have the general channel, we have the clips channel. I might make one more channel just for like everything else, right? So trying to keep clips to, right, in-game clips, right, general, right, conversation, talking about whatever. But if we're gonna like be posting a lot of pictures or something, which I want you to do, I want to see them, then that's what this third channel would be. Did I get it? Oh, hang on. I accidentally joined a voice channel. I didn't mean to. Let me just make sure that let me leave that super quick. Oh, dude, those are so sick. Sauce? Yeah, no, I accidentally clicked a voice channel. Dude, those are crazy. Those are high key professional. Dude, holy cow. And that's why demo and bump plays win everything. Okay? You just get it, put it on net, and then hit the guy so that he can't hit the ball. You already have more momentum. You're beating him. You are winning that every time. If you're accurate, every single time. He doesn't have the time to react to you going for him and to save the ball. However, you have to make sure the ball is on net. Otherwise, if you mess up, it's going to be huge loss. Yep. Yeah, what camera are you using, dude? Because those are fire. Wildlife is hard to photograph because like it's live. Like you just have to. Here's one. I just finished working on. He just forfeit, dude. He just forfeit. Still being worked on. That's the other thing too. Is like photo editing is something that is kind of crazy too, because I think a lot of people when a lot of people try and go, all right, I'm gonna edit this photo. They over edit it. I think the majority of people will over edit their photos. Editing photos, there's an art to it, right? It's an art form, and you have to be nice with it. I almost put that on net. Too much of an angle. I died. He's probably scoring that. Yep. He scored that for show. He got that. I wonder what lens you use too. Yeah, so the lens, I think the lens is high key. Dude, that should not have gone in. That really shouldn't. I'm really happy that it did. But yeah, that's pushing it. Nikon lens are the fave. Dude, lenses are expensive. Like high key, ideally I would love to use, you know, a mirrorless camera for face cam. But it just doesn't make sense, right? They're just way too expensive. Yeah, no, it's not worth it. Not for just the webcam. I personally, like, photography is a side hobby of mine. But even then, like at a side hobby level, it's still way expensive. Just get a good 50 off that. I bumped him into it, so he's going to be able to... He could have saved it. It's a threads only channel now. What's a threads only channel now? Streamers have the Logitech G204. Oh, is that like a full camera, or is that just like an actual webcam? Because the webcam I picked up is a Logitech. It's like a Logitech. I don't remember if there's a letter, but I know the numbers are. It's a 422. It was like 60, 70 bucks on Amazon. Yeah, he's gonna try and go out and save that, and we're gonna nick. He just forfeit again. It's called the C922. General in the Discord is a threads only. So does that mean you can't post pictures to it anymore? Is that what that means? Here, let me add one super quick. We're gonna go. We'll copy. Let me just make one super quick so that I can't put anything in general. Do you see mine? Oh, Leonard, I totally do. It's right here. Right there, dude. Nice. I got you. Thank you for reminding me. I totally forgot. I would have seen it in the list. I would have accepted it despite missing it. But I'm glad you reminded me. Oh, I can duplicate a channel. Hang on. Here we go. Story of our lives. We're gonna make it cheesy. Nice cam collection, dude. That's sick. That is so sick. I need a good emoji. I'm gonna change the emoji later. But okay. I just made a new channel. So just future reference, right? That one's there now. If you ever want to post anything that's not Rocket League related. That should slot in. Yep, there we go. 70 Mark II. I don't know enough about cameras to know which one I would want. I know mirrorless is, I think, the way I would want to go. That's all I know. That is all I know. Oh, he almost just let that go in. Oh, he fires right back. Mine recently broke, so I upgraded. Ah, oh, dude, that's tragic. Nice. I mean, good excuse for an upgrade, though. That's always nice. Leonard, are you wanting to play? What do you want to play, man? Happy to play with you. I just want to know what we're getting ourselves into. We're playing a Cash 2s match. Are we 1v1ing? What do you want to do? Mirrorless is nice, but they feel fragile, so I prefer DSLRs. Wait, okay, so what's the difference? What is the difference? I had access to a DSLR camera for about 6 months. I had so much fun with it. I loved that thing. What's the difference? What's the difference between DSLR and mirrorless? DSLRs are the best, in your opinion. Okay, that's valid. I didn't realize... In my head, I guess I didn't realize there was a difference between the two. You're one back. You want a 1v1? Okay, dude, sounds good. I'll accept the party invite right after this game. Love that lag. That pinch could have been crazy. DSLRs last longer. Okay, that's nice. We love lasting longer, especially with cameras. Bango. Mirrorless low-key is good for vids, but are less creative. Mirrorless is more technological, but are less. DSLRs are bigger, they have a mirror, they're easier to break. Gotcha. Leonard, yeah, we'll 1v1 as soon as I finish this game. Also, low key, just as like something to mix things up. I love Rocket League. We're still gonna main Rocket League. I'm gonna main Rocket League for as long as I possibly can for the foreseeable future. Right, but I do want to play just a couple of games. So I want to mix it up for you guys so it's not the same old 24/7. He got me with that bump. Since I do wildlife, I prefer DSLR. That makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. So I've actually been getting into Trackmania. I don't know if you guys are familiar with that one. That one's just a racing game. They've had lots of different like they've gone through phases, and I think there's like a newer phase that's newer than what I'm used to, right? I'm used to Trackmania Planet, I think is what it's called, and it's been out for a really long time. Super good tracks and everything. They just came out with a newer version of the game that Trackmania bots go crazy. Dude, Trackmania has some crazy stuff that happens. Absolutely insane stuff is going on in Trackmania. It would be fun to kind of play that, I think. But, and like that, right, is that close enough to Rocket League that you guys would still enjoy it? Would you guys still enjoy watching a racing game? I don't feel like Rocket Racing is something I could get into. I've played that one. I didn't like that one. I don't even play it, but I like people watch. I like watching. So that's the thing too. Is it like I've found myself watching a lot of Trackmania videos. Rocket Racing was basically abandoned. Yeah, dude. Rocket Racing, it was... Oh, I just redirected that. That's wild. Rocket Racing was not good. I do feel bad because, right, Epic Games, right, bought Psyonix, and then a bunch of people that were working on Rocket League got moved over to work on Rocket Racing, and it just didn't hit. It didn't have what I don't know. I'm trying to think, like, I don't know if there's anything that they could change that would make rocket racing better. That just goes in. That would have been crazy. Trying to play a little too quick. I gotta relax. Rocket racing for no trading. Exactly. That was the worst trade-off ever. The worst trade-off in trade-off histories was rocket racing for trading. I will take trading in Rocket League over rocket racing any day. Do you have a mod that's doing that? Maybe there's an auto mod. There might be an auto mod that's doing that. Let me take a look. Personally as well, I don't know all the details about Discord. I actually have a moderator that knows a whole lot more about Discord than I do. So he's helped me set up a lot more stuff. So there might be some settings that are preventing you from posting a whole bunch. If it was like Super Mario Kart, do you want to trade in Rocket League? Trading used to be in Rocket League. Trading items. Trading items used to be a part of the game, and it was a huge part of the game. I don't watch the game. I'm legit here for you. Joe, dude, I appreciate that. Holy cow. That just... Oh my gosh. I don't think I've seen your game. Dude, I appreciate people then let me get my MMR back. Oh. All right, let's go play this 1v1 with Leonard real super quick. Joe, that like actually makes me smile. Not as much as the date tonight did, but you made me smile. Sup, dude? Vertical spruce slab? I wish, dude. Vertical slabs in Minecraft would change the game. Also, I'm aware YouTube is lagging. I don't know what it is. I've gone through my settings for like the last week. If you don't want the lag, I'm streaming on Twitch as well. Twitch doesn't have any issues. GG's, dude. Dude, thank you, dude. That was a good game. That was a good game. I appreciate, like, genuinely appreciate, honestly, people that like are trying to be considerate for the stream. Let me get my MMR back. It was casual. It was casual. I don't. If we end up back in a casual game, absolutely. If we end up back in a casual game, then you have that W. That was a good game. I'm glad. I do feel bad because I've definitely been distracted, right? I've been talking to chat a lot more than I've been actually locking in. So, oh dude, thank you so much for the follow. What a homie. What the heck, dude? What is that decal? What decal is that? I don't know if I've seen that one. Yeah, dude. Look, it's tough, okay? I'm not gonna lie. Okay, I've had 2 relationships within the last year. It's like actually like a year. It's getting to be over a year. Did I get lucky? Completely wholesome, all family friendly things, but we did get a good night kiss, and holy cow, did that make my night. Completely wholesome. Dude, I haven't played this map in ages. Ayo, good stuff. Heck yeah, dude. It's a dub. The last 2 relationships I had, they were good, healthy relationships, but the breakups the breakups were hard. Right? As they are, right? Breakups are hard just in general. But like, you make it seem like it was more than a kiss. It wasn't. It really wasn't. It was just a goodnight kiss, but like, it just made my night. Dude, thank you so much for the sub. Oh my gosh. Holy cow, dude. What the freak? He got the overtime kickoff goal with the lady, dude. And like, she's cute too. You guys don't get pictures. You guys don't get the name. You guys don't get, what was that? Leonard, you can't own goal. It's bros night. It's a W night. It's a W night. We've got the next date scheduled for Saturday. Is it a human? She is human. She is human. She's a she. That's all you get. Until he wakes up. Bro, that's crazy. That's crazy. Good thing it's not a monster. So what are you doing? Playing ranked? So, I've been playing ranked ones. Wait, unless... Pause. I've been playing ones a bunch. Did I play comp ones with you? Or did I play a cash game with you? Vertical Spruce on YouTube. Again, just a reminder. If it's lagging too much, just pop on Twitch. And Twitch isn't lagging. He's doing what most Rocket League players can't. He got ice cream. No, dude. If, like, realistically... I haven't looked super deep into it, but the map maker Rocket League player, he's retired pro. I can see his face. Like there's a couple Rocket League pros and like YouTubers that they're doing it right. Like they're pulling it off. They're doing right. They've got everything balanced out the way it should be. Leth, yes, Lethamir. I think Lethamir's got it right? Lethamir's married, and as far as I can tell, it's a good relationship. Right, I think Lethamir's pulling it off right. Yeah, Leth is such a good guy. Tenacity is also similar. Leth and Squishy come to mind. Yeah, Squishy's engaged, right? He's not quite married, but he's getting there, so he's doing something, right? Right, so there's definitely a life game balance that lots of people tend to forget about. Tenacity just got married? Dude, that's sick. That's so sick. Yeah, dude, we're trying to be one of the greats. Just have a good balance. Have a good time with you guys. Have a good time with, you know, getting to know people. Did Tenacity get married? I watched Tenacity's clips, but I didn't know where he was like IRL, like what that situation looked like for him. That's super hype. I was on the stream. He announced he's either married or engaged. Gotcha, dude. Gotcha. No, dude, it's totally possible. But like you really do, like there's just a balance. There's just a balance you gotta have. We're getting dude, that's wild. Joe's got all of the children names. All of the children nicknames. He's got it. Guys, my water bottle ran out. After this one, I'm just gonna grab a water bottle. Water bottle. Where is everyone from on stream? Do we have anyone in stream that's got like a really cool accent? You can't break it. Is my mic working? Pretty sure my mic's working. Oh, I don't have it on in-game. I don't have in-game chat on. And that's just Joe's got a bit of a southern accent. Dude, southern accents are fun. I lived in Texas for 5 years, so I'm very familiar with the southern accent. Not even just, it's not just an accent, but there is a certain vernacular that southern, like, people in the South have, right? The y'all, all y'all. right? Those words, they're common, but like it's definitely a lot more prominent in the South. Also in Texas, yikes for the heat. It actually wasn't too bad. Like sometimes in the summer it did get pretty hot. Our very first Christmas, Leonard, I don't use the in-game chat because people that I play with on stream, I don't want to give them an open mic, and you just have to understand why. There's too many crazies out there that would get me demonetized, get me banned. Anything more than 89 is too much for me. Oh, temperature wise, I was like 89. What? More than 89? Yeah. So, and it was pretty consistently like 90, right? It got up into the hundreds quite a bit. Oh, he left. He left. I can hear you in Rocket League. I can hear you in Rocket League. Can you? You're not supposed to. Well, it's like, I don't mind. Like, my microphone can be on, but I don't want to hear people, you know? Chat? Voice chat settings. Yeah, voice chat's just off. I put my ats in the Discord. Did you... those ones? I will say we do have a channel just for the self promo, which is where I'd prefer. Yeah, it's totally fine. If you're okay just moving them to the self promo, just so that we can try and keep that part organized. Of all of the ones I care about, that's the one I care about the most, just so that general doesn't get like loaded with a bunch of people trying to self promo. You're totally fine. You're totally fine. Yeah, just move them over to that other one and you'll be chilling. Oh, apparently I can control Discord with Leonard. I'm gonna keep it to just one game per person. So I'm gonna call that one for tonight, but stick around. I play with chat all the time. So if you want to play again, just pop on. I'll be live again tomorrow, and we can hit it up again. No, yeah, Joe, I appreciate it. I appreciate you just moving that over. Homie for that. So, you know, okay, so here's a crazy thing. Here's a crazy thing. Story time. You guys have had all sorts of stories tonight. About 6 years ago, 7? 6? I don't know. I used to try and stream before, right when COVID hit. So 2020 is when I would have started. I picked up the streaming. I was streaming Rocket League, and because it was COVID and we didn't have school, I live streamed for 6 to 8 hours a day for a month. Okay, there was zero stream game life balance. It was all streaming game and no life whatsoever. Okay, Samazers kinda for me. Zach, what in the world is that? I have no idea what you're saying, bro. Touch grass? Yeah, I didn't have a life. I wasn't touching grass, right? It was COVID. Really, nobody was, but I got to a point, right? I was live, and it honestly, after the month, it kind of just hit me. Like, I just out of the blue realized that for a month I'd been doing nothing but streaming, and I was like, whoa, wait a second. I want my life to amount more than just that. So I stopped cold turkey because I didn't know how else to balance it. But it's always been something that I've wanted to do, right? It's always appealed to me. It's fun. It's fun. You guys make this fun. So I now have a full-time job. I'm running my own business, working on a social life. You guys, tonight, social life popped off tonight. Holy cow. I think it's fun. I wish I never stopped. Dude, it's obviously not meant for everybody, right? And I personally think you should prioritize a lot more things over trying to stream, right? Like I did tonight. I am never going to apologize for having real life experiences, and like real life, like my social life definitely comes before the stream. I was the second most happy moment of the night, and I'll take it. Guys, everyone, the stream always makes me happy. You guys make this so worth it. Second only to the date. And I'm not gonna lie, nothing could possibly happen today that would beat that date. I could be given $1 million and it still wouldn't beat that date. Like that's how solid that one was. So that kind of balance, if you can't keep that balance, I don't think you should do it. But if you can find a way to balance it all out, to prioritize your life and everything before the stream, before all the content, 100% worth it. 100% worth it. I'm geeked. I'm not even gonna lie. I'm geeked, and I'd take the $1 million and lie saying I wasn't happy. Bro, I wouldn't trade $1 million for the date. I said I could receive $1 million and the date still I would still have enjoyed the date more than receiving the $1 million. Trading the date for the $1 million. If we get technical, I would move the date. I would move the date for $1 million, but you know, I probably wouldn't even trade the date for $1 million. Like low key. If it was in front of me, I don't actually know. I don't actually know if someone genuinely offered that to me, what I would do. I would struggle though. I'll admit, I would struggle. I would struggle with that decision. That would be hard. If it was legit, if it was real, if there was $1 million sitting in front of me. Bro's either rich or he's freaking in love. So I'm definitely not rich, but I am in a good place. I'm in a really good place. I'm not stressing for anything. I've had a lot of wonderful people in my life teach me how to be smart with money. And so I don't make a ton, right? But I mean, if you guys think about it, I have a really good paying full-time job. I make $20 an hour full-time job. Okay. $20 an hour full-time job. I run a business on the side that is also fairly successful and probably accounts for a part-time job. Oh, you just forfeit. So like, I'm not struggling. Like I live within my means, right? My rent is well within, right? I can pay for rent under a single paycheck, right? Like I'm not, no, yeah. Okay. See, Zach, that's the technicality. If all I had to do was move the date to a different day and receive the $1 million, doing that every time. Do you think she's as happy as you? She seemed like it. She seemed like it. I can't tell you though. She seemed to express the same level when she asked you to. She did ask me to walk her to the door. She was the one that asked me to walk to the door. She's the one that she kissed me first. Okay. I'm not complaining about that, but that does. Yeah. It would make sense that she at least felt the same way. She wants to hang out again. She wants to go on a second date. So, W. All right. This is gonna be the last game, last Rocket League game. We'll chat for just a couple more minutes, but it is about to be midnight for me. I still have work tomorrow morning, so. Yeah, dude, it's crazy. And see, here's the other thing. If you had asked me yesterday, this is like K-dramas. If you had asked me yesterday and if you had told me I was gonna have a good time on this date, I would have laughed at you. I would have freaking laughed at you and like been, yeah, right. It's 2 a.m. Joe, holy cow. Jesus died for you. Dude, Yeah, I actually, low key, I appreciate. I'll like, again, this is part of my life that I'm more than happy to talk about. I'm Christian, right? I do believe in God and Jesus Christ, and so like I really appreciate seeing that. Like that's actually super cool. I think it was someone on Instagram. It was Arsenal. I think Arsenal posted like his personal like testimony, everything, and just like shared his beliefs. And I read the comment section, and like he was getting flamed for it. Like it was pretty evenly split. Like there were people that were like super respectful, and then there was people that were like flaming him for sharing his beliefs. And I was like, holy cow, what in the world? That is the internet for you. The internet's gonna flame anything. I don't think it's uncommon to see like religious beliefs get flamed a lot on the internet. And I have seen that a lot. I just bumped that guy. Got him to save it for me. Sergeant. Sergeant is... I was trying to play Rocket League. Definitely looked away from Rocket League for too long to read that. Howdy. Dude, how's it going, man? Welcome to chat. You may like Ordinary by Alex Warren. It's a Christian-inspired song. I like a lot of Christian songs. There's lots of really good stuff out there. He brought country further than me. He did. He got you the howdy, y'all. Oh, howdy partner. Sorry. Howdy, y'all just kind of slipped out. That's definitely what I heard when I was in Texas. Went to high school in Texas. So lots of the teachers, lots of yes sirs, yes ma'ams. Actually, when I moved to Texas, I wasn't used to it. And so the first teacher that I had to say yes to got super offended that I wasn't saying yes ma'am. And I had no idea. Like she was like, she paused all of class and she was like, what was that? What was that? And I was like, yes. Yes. I was confused. I was in left field, had no idea. She was getting more and more offended. And it wasn't until the girl sitting behind me leaned forward and whispered, "It's yes, ma'am." Dude, I instantly felt so embarrassed. Right? The last thing I was trying to do, last thing I was trying to do was be disrespectful. I was brand new to the high school, everything. Trying to be as respectful as possible. I was just confused as all get out. I had no idea. Right? The culture shock got me that day. That teacher's weird? Well, no, because it like all the teachers were like that. Not to like that extreme. She might have been having just a bad day or something, but like it was like for the rest of school, all of the teachers, right? And it was just a respectful thing to do, right? To refer to everyone as sir and ma'am. I totally gave him that goal. So like it took me that class. After that class, never got confused again. Always referred to teachers as yes sir and yes ma'am. A grumpy elf? No, genuinely, she was a wonderful teacher. She really helped me a lot. Like it was like the first week of school, and I don't think she didn't realize that I was new. Like I had just moved in and stuff. So after parent teacher conference and everything, right? If you guys remember those, like your parents go talk to the teachers. After parent teacher conference, she was like the sweetest, most helpful teacher I think I've ever had. Did I see what Sergeant said? I didn't. Hang on. Let me scroll back up to it. Sergeant, it's going horrible. I got DDoSed on my SSL promotion game and crashed out. Dude, that's so valid. That is a valid reason to crash out. Dude, they've got to fix this DDoSer thing, dude. See, here's the thing though. If you got there, you can get there again. I know it's super annoying, but you can absolutely do it. He's trying to fake me out. He almost got me too. He totally could have scored that, and it just didn't happen. No way. Yeah, he's got me beat. Oh, hang on. I didn't scroll back to the bottom. It not the dude. I've heard invisible cars are back. Invisible hackers are back. Nice. The invis hacks aren't that bad. I know that it was solved for a really long time. We really didn't have to worry about it. That was something I loved about Rocket League. Is we never really like hackers. There's not really anything that crazy. There really hasn't been anything horrible for a really long time. If that pinged faster. It's when you have to predict where they are and have the pressure of an... Yeah, no, the added just mental pressure of an SSL promotion match is going to definitely mess with you. And then the fact, like, adding on top of that there's hackers. I think 8 out of 10 people are losing that match. So, I think... Holy cow, I flipped the wrong way. I mistouched that. I just passed it to him. And I just redirected that in. DDoS and invis. One of them was DDoSing the other invis. The other was just invis. In doubles. Dude, that's so messed. The thing with ping, the thing with DOSing, and like if we get technical, most of the DDoSing hacking is actually just DOSing. I don't remember what there's a technical difference between DDoSing and DOSing. DDoSing is a lot worse. It's a lot more like intense and like personal, like stuff. Like your personal stuff is like a lot more compromised if they're able to DDoS you. DOSing is less intense, but it's still just as annoying. You're using invis in private matches? Do we go for a crazy passing play? Oh, he tried to flick it up. Was it Lethemir that did he pull the prank? Was it Lethemir that pulled the prank on Musty? Or was it someone else that pulled the prank on Musty? It was on Musty? Yeah. Dude, I actually, that video was hilarious. That video was so funny. Oh, I didn't get to say amen. Dang. Guys, solid dude. Solid flipping dude. Not W, this rank's so brain dead. Oh, dude, that's so tough. That's so tough. Dude, I genuinely feel for you. I am so sorry. Oh, everybody. Everybody, you guys are crazy. You guys are crazy. I appreciate all of you guys being here. I appreciate all of the conversation. You guys made this so much fun. Bro, I need to get a life. It's 2 a.m. Sleep is super important. Real life, super important. Again, game life balance, huge, right? Like I said, I'm always going to prioritize my real life over the stream, but the stream matters to me. I care about this. I want to put good content out for you guys. I want to be consistent with you guys. So this still matters to me, right? But real things are going to take over. So I appreciate everyone understanding that. That's huge. Thank you guys so much. I will be live again tomorrow. We're probably going to try and stream at my regular time, from about 5:36ish. It kind of depends on when I get home from work and what I have to do, but so much happening and you're still streaming. I love it, dude. I think about this all day, like every day, all the time. I'm thinking about this. I'm checking my reels that I post all day. I don't know if you guys have seen the most recent reel. I've normally been posting reels once a day. I wonder if I put that to twice a day so I just have a little bit more time. I don't know. I'm thinking about it. You look like me last year, but older. Dude, that's sweet. That's sweet. Guys, oh, I appreciate it. I appreciate it so much. You guys are legends. I'm gonna keep trying to post shorts every day. I might take a day or two breaks between posting shorts to try and make sure that they are quality. Sergeant, dude, thank you so much for the follow. You're crazy. You're crazy. Joe, yeah, I'll check it out for sure. The YouTube shorts, I'm gonna try and keep them to once a day. My weekends, Saturdays, Sundays. Saturdays, it's 50-50. I might stream, I might not. Sundays, I'm never gonna stream. Sundays are my days with my family, and I'll do that. When my Prime's here, I'll sub. Dude, you're a legend for that. Dude, thank you so much. You don't have to, but I'm not gonna stop you, and that's gonna make me happy. So if you do shorts super good, you can get so many subs. Yeah, no, the shorts seem to be working. The last one I posted is doing really well too. So I want to make sure that the shorts are quality. Right at the beginning, I was definitely just posting them every single day just to figure it out. And I'm still figuring it out. I still want to try and post, shorts as much as possible. But just make it super, super good. Zach, if you've posted shorts, low key, I would love some advice on how to make them just pristine. Just so nice. So, like, actually, Zach, if you want to hit me up on Discord, DM me. I would love to hear some pro tips on making shorts. We will see you guys tomorrow. I'll post a short tomorrow. I didn't post one today because the one yesterday is doing so good, and I was trying to pay attention to that a little bit more. I post like peak SSL top 100 clips and only got 5,000 followers on TikTok. Yeah, dude, it's interesting. Shorts, it's not just about the skill level and it's not just about the clip. There's a whole lot more that goes into it. I've stopped streaming and privated all vids because I wanted to stop Roblox. Dang, that's crazy. Bro, put your thing in the Discord. I'll check it out. What thing? Oh, Zach. Yeah. I'll sub when stream ends. Got you? Dude. Absolute legends. You guys are all so crazy. You guys are so crazy. I couldn't find it on YouTube. My TikTok's smashy. If anyone wants to check it out, I appreciate it. Sergeant, if you want to, I have a self-promo channel on my Discord that you can post a link to. That just makes it easier for everybody. Guys, good night. We will see y'all tomorrow. We'll catch you later. Sergeant, for real? You're the GOAT. Dude, absolutely. That's what that channel's there for. Go post it. Go show off a little bit. Everyone have a good night.